Freezing your credit reports to do disputes. Does it work? Is it worth it? Let's go. So let's talk security freeze, credit freeze, whatever you call it. Okay, so is it really worth it to get a credit freeze when you're trying to get negative items deleted off your credit report? Let's find out. Let's see what the exceptions are, because we all know that the purpose of a security freeze is lock data from the consumer reporting agencies until said individual gives permission for the data to be released. Okay, so security freeze locks your credit report so that Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, Innovis, LexisNexis, and so forth cannot or should not be able to access your data until or unless you give permission. Okay, that's the definition of security freeze. But however, just like everything else in America, there's always an exception to the rule, and here are the exceptions. I'm going to read this off. Okay, so number one exception is companies that have a current or in some cases prior financial relationship with you. This could include reviewing your account for maintenance, monitoring, increase in credit lines, account upgrades and enhancement, or collecting the financial obligation owed. Exception number two. Any federal, state, or local agency, law enforcement agency, trial court, or private collection agency acting pursuant to a court order, warrant, or subpoena, a child support agency acting in pursuant to Part D of Title 1V of Social Security Act. Okay, it's already narrowing it down now. I mean, exception number three is a federal agency or state or its agents or assigns acting to investigate fraud or acting to investigate or collect delinquent taxes or unpaid court orders or to fulfill any of its other statutory responsibilities, provided such responsibilities are consistent with a permissible purpose under Section 604 of the Fair Credit Reporting Act laws. Okay, so we're getting to the point where it's almost like, should I even bother to get a credit freeze when I'm trying to get stuff removed off my credit report? Here's more. Number four. Okay, so this is 3 points in number four. Okay, by a person using credit information for the pre-screen purpose described under Section 604C of the Fair Credit Reporting Act laws. Okay, any person or entity administering a credit file monitoring subscription or similar service to which you have subscribed. Any person or entity for the purpose of providing you with a copy of your consumer report or credit score upon your request. Okay. And number five, last but not least, any person using the information in connection with the underwriting of insurance, any person using the information for employment, tenant, or background screening purposes, any person using the information for assessing, verifying, or authenticating a consumer's identity for a purpose other than the granting of credit or for investigating or preventing actual potential fraud. The reasons your credit report may be released, even if there is a freeze in place, may change without notice if there is a change in law or new laws. So, usually after I read the first exemption, people are like, oh God, just never mind, I never need a freeze. Okay, but however, that's just kind of breaking it down for you guys, or those of you who may not really even know what a freeze is, or you maybe thought a freeze would just like freeze everything and get everything, frozen for you. There's always exceptions to the rules. What I mainly suggest using a freeze for is for privacy purposes, to prevent credit fraud, credit card fraud, any kind of fraud against your name, your credit, your finances. I definitely have everything locked down and it stays locked. I know when I'm getting ready to apply to use my credit, so I'll hit a few buttons, unlock it. You know, once I'm done applying for whatever I need to apply for, I go and lock it back. It's that easy. They've made it very easy now. Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax have made it very easy to lock and unlock your credit file. So I hope that this was helpful, especially to those of you who are looking into the disputing process for trying to get negative items removed from your credit report. So I hope that this was very helpful to you. And thank you. And I guess I will talk to you guys on the next video. But however, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Like, subscribe if this helped you. And until the next video.